My name is Steve Modjeski, and I am the developer for Mitchell Park. Yeah, the story behind the development actually started back in 2003. I was looking for a piece of property for my family, and I came across this property. It sat on about 3 acres. I actually went up to the door and asked the people if they were interested in selling. The lady that was there was the homeowner, and she wasn't really interested but hadn't really thought about it. I gave her my number. She called me back the next day and offered to sell it to me. I tried to negotiate with her a little bit, but she wasn't interested in playing that game. And 3 days later, there was a for sale sign in the yard, and by the time I had called on it, they had sold it for about $200,000 more than what she offered it to me for. I was sick to my stomach. The property sat for about a year. I contacted the new owners, and I actually bought it from them a year later for about $200,000 more than what I could have bought it for a year previous. So pretty sickening. The property sat vacant for a number of years. We started working on getting it developed in '07. Got it to conditions of approval, so ready to move forward on development in 2008, and then the economy slid, and we decided we didn't want to invest any more money into that. So the property sat for a few more years, and we decided that we would build an additional dwelling unit on the property. So we built a small house on the very back of the property, and we lived there for a few years until the economy started getting better again. And we got to the point where we had to start completely over with the development, with engineering, everything. Went back to the city and started from scratch. Acquired a little bit more property to the north of us from the neighbor. And about a year ago, maybe a year and a couple months, I got a phone call from a good friend of mine, Tom Lacey. He called me and asked me what was going on with the project. He told me that the HBA was looking for a site for the Street of Dreams for 2017 and wanted to know if I had any interest in it. And of course I said, yeah, why wouldn't I want to have my property in the Street of Dreams? So I got a call a couple days later from the president of the HBA, Dave Nielsen, and he wanted to come out and take a look at the property. We met on site, and he looked at everything and said, yeah, I think this would be something that could work. Asked me if there was any way I could acquire the rest of the property that was to the north of us. And I said I could try. It was an estate at that point, and he said if I could, it would probably, be a better fit for them because there was only 6 lots, and it would be really helpful to have 8 lots for the development. I went through and made that purchase from the owners, and we were one of probably about 4 or 5 different properties that they were looking at the time, and it went through several months of them looking at our property and other properties, and committees looking at them and deciding which property they wanted to do that would best fit their needs. And we got a call in first part of June saying that they had selected our property for Street of Dreams for 2017.